Welcome back to Shea Butter Chanel YouTube channel. I am on the cusp of my birthday. Technically, in about 46 minutes, it'll be my birth date, but I wasn't born until 6:48 in the morning, but that's neither here nor there. I'm feeling real prolific, and I thought I would drop a video right now and about the lessons, the 46 lessons of my 46 years. And so here we are on number 3. Lesson number 3 is do it now. Do it now. Oh my goodness. I hope I don't tarry long for this one, but I'm gonna share with you my thing about it. My thing is this. Whatever it is that you have in your heart to do at this point in your life, do it. Do it scared. Do it afraid, as they say. Do it with the budget or not the budget. Do it with having to work a full time. Do it. Let me tell you something. I know there is something to be said for people who say, I want to do it and do it right. I want to do it and make sure it's it's something of excellence. And there is space for that. But what I see more often than not is people who let fear paralyze them. And I can't stand it. People that come up with excuses to not do the thing. Listen, I have a whole day job, and in my day job, I talk to people about going to school. I'm not going to say where I work because that's none of your business. The point is that I talk to grown people. They either around my age or they younger, but the point is they're grown, right? And they come up with so many excuses as to why they're not supposed to go to school. Now, this ain't the channel for you to pontificate in the comments about the cost of school and all the things. When I talk to these people, they are at a place in their life where they know they need to go to school because they don't have the skills to run a business. I know everybody think they're an entrepreneur, and they're not. They have gotten to the place in they're not even in career, but they're struggling, right? And they know that they need to do something different, and yet they're not doing it. They're not doing it. So I'm not saying that school is the end all be all, but it's a step. We know that what you've been doing for some time has not been working. So why aren't you doing something different to get a different result? Stop complaining and do it. When I talk to the people, I'm telling them what I know and what I've lived. It is never the perfect time to do anything. It's never the perfect time to go to school, especially when you're over the age of 18. I always tell them, I say, listen, the last time it was a perfect time to go to school for most people, and even for me, it wasn't a perfect time, was when we were still in high school and we still could live rent-free in our mother's house, okay? And no, the expectation was low. It was go to school, just get decent grades, okay? That was the last time it was perfect. When you left home, life happened. Most of y'all wouldn't had children. Y'all had to get a job. And so life has not been perfect in a very long time. So you're going to have to do it with children. You're going to have to do it with a spouse or not a spouse, with a partner, not a partner, whatever y'all calling it these days, okay? You're going to have to do it and do it now. Now. Because I'm telling you, like I tell these people every day, these grown people that I say, listen, we're going to blink and it's going to be 2025. And can you believe it? The panorama, aka the pandemic, the panorama was over 4 years ago it started. If you had started your degree at the top of the pandemic, you could have long and graduated already. Maybe it's not school for you. Maybe it's the book. Maybe you've been pontificating about moving. Listen, move, damn it. Why are you so afraid to leave? Why? You in the same place where you grew up with the same old raggedy people. You complain about the same old raggedy weather. Move. And I ain't coming at you hard like listen, I will move and start over again and again. This is not a brag, but I will tell you this. I grew up in the ghetto. I was born and raised on the mighty west side of Chicago, all the way up until fifth grade. No. I take the grade. Sixth grade. So I was about 12 years old. The west side of Chicago is all I knew up until the year, 1991. If you know, you know. Rough, okay? My mother was just trying to do something different. My young mama, she moved us to the north side of Chicago. Totally different world. Opened up my eyes. And if that wasn't enough, being around all these different cultures, she made up in her mind that I was not going to go to just any old Chicago public school. I was going to go to the best Chicago public high school in the city at that time. And I think we're still number one. Y'all say what y'all want to say. She made sure I went to Whitney Young High School. Graduated from Whitney Young High School. I was introduced to so much, and it made me feel like I could do anything. Now, I had already had that mentality, but it just added on top of that. I say all that to say, I graduate high school, I graduate college, and from college, my first corporate job out of college, I stayed in Los Angeles the first time for, 6 months into that assignment, they proposed that I move to Europe. Went to Europe. I couldn't have been no more than 21 or 22 years old. I lived in Ireland. A poor black child from the west side of Chicago. Listen, I have not been the same since. Now, I recognize and I acknowledge that my story is very unique. That I had those doors open. And so because I've been exposed and I left this damn country, I tasted a little something. I came on back. And so I see things from a different point of view. And I'm telling you, listen, I came back, lost that same corporate job that's had me living overseas on a dime, lost that job. I was devastated. Listen, I say all that to say, I stayed in Chicago a few more years, all the way up until marriage, divorce, all of that. But I had always known in my heart I wanted to move back to Los Angeles. I did that. I went back to LA and pursued my dream in the arts. It did not flourish. I did not become some big old star out there. I have no regrets about leaving Los Angeles. I did what I did. I made some good moves there. And then I came to the South. And I'm glad to be in the South. I gave y'all a very, very, very short synopsis just to make a point. I'm at an age and a stage where when I look back and I say, I can say that I tried it. I can say that I did it. I've had my hand in this, that, and the third, and not all things worked out. And that's okay. But I tried it. The point is, like I said at the top of this video, do it now. You are not promised tomorrow. Listen, I was born at 6:48 a.m. October 12th. I am not promised to make it to the next 7 hours to see 6:48 a.m., right? Neither are you. Stop playing with your life. Do it now. Do it now. I'm about to paraphrase real terrible right now, but I am reminded of in the Bible when Moses was being real timid and he didn't want to speak before the people. And he was like, oh, I'm slow of tongue or something like that. He stuttered and all this kind of stuff. And God was like, what's that in your hand? What's that in your hand? He's basically saying, use what you got right now. Listen, it don't take money. I am on an iPhone. I think this is the iPhone 13. Listen, these daggone phones we get, they shoot movies. They shoot movies. You see how clear this thing is? I ain't trying to shoot a movie. What I'm trying to say is these are mini computers in our hand. It is allowing me to transmit this video on the YouTube, and YouTube is worldwide. People are blowing up on TikTok apps and things because of this phone. Do it now. Do it now. You ain't got nothing. You know what you got? You got your mind. You got your brain is working. Your brain. You got your eyesight. Listen, I could walk outside of this hotel. You could go outside your door. Tomorrow might be the day that you have an accident that incapacitates you. And all the way up until that point, you have decided to walk in fear and to not do it and to have excuses. Stop the damn excuses and do it now. I'm preaching to you like I'm preaching to myself. I'm going to stop right now. I think I've said enough. Y'all be great. I had a whole bop this evening. I did it. I did it tonight. I had a bop. I done rented a staycation in this nice little hotel over here, and I walked out the door. I met people I ain't know. We danced, we sang, we drank. I had the fun. Do it now. Good night.